I'll be the first to admit I haven't been kind to AEW outside of the pay-per-views. I think the weekly product is at its all-time worst. Unfortunately, I don't see it getting better unless some necessary changes are made. With that said, I still believe it has one of the best in-ring rosters in the world. And I think with some renovations, remodeling, we can change this product for the better. And today, right here in Alyx's world, a safe space for wrestling fans like you, I would like to discuss 20 wrestlers, personalities AEW should feature much more that I think will improve the product. So let's get right to it. There are some wrestlers that are not going to be on this list because if they're injured, there's nothing Tony Khan or anybody can do about it. If they're pregnant, if they're just unable to compete, or they're leaving, I would completely understand the mindset of not featuring them to a certain extent. The people who are leaving, if you just have them under contract, but they want to leave, let them go. People like Miro, people like Pentagon Jr. and Ray Phoenix, people like Ricky Starks, and others that I'll get to. Let them go. Now, Wardlow, I think, is injured, so that's a complicated case right there. But when it comes to talent like that, if Tony Khan can't just sit down, have a conversation with them, and just ask them, what do you want to do? What can I do to make you happy? What can I do to find some kind of common ground between us to where I can use you to help elevate my product, but also satisfy you monetarily, creatively? If he can't do that with these guys or hasn't done that for whatever reason, let them go. Stop wasting your time. If they don't want to be there, don't have them there. I would rather they go to WWE and do their thing than stay under AEW contract and just waste everybody's time. But looking at this list, you got people like Adam Copeland, Edge. He suffered a leg injury. I think he's back inside the ring training, so we might see him sooner than later. But yeah, if he's able to come back and be featured, by all means. Bandito was hurt. Hopefully he's back on the mend. Dalton Castle, if you can get him on TV, it's always a good thing. But I think he got hurt in a match against Roderick Strong, so we might not see him for a while. Eddie Kingston, we know, hurt himself outside of AEW at some kind of a New Japan Pro Wrestling event. Leg injury, he's out probably until mid-2025. Keith Lee, that's another one. We don't even know what he's going through, what injuries or medical issues he's dealing with. Hopefully, he's okay, he's on the mend. And if we're able to see him back inside the ring, I would love it if AEW brought him back and made him a world champion. Because that's a world champion right there. Killswitch, the horror stories I'm hearing about him, I just want him to be okay. I'm not worried about entertainment when it comes to that. Kota Ibushi, Kenny Omega. I don't know what's going on with Sky Blue. I think she got hurt as well. Matter of fact, I think Hikaru Shida hit her with a crossbody and that hurt her leg, so she's out for a while. We know about Ty Mello and Ruby Soho. They having babies, or had a baby. And then Samoa Joe, who I think is filming, but I also think got injured somehow. It's undisclosed, we don't know why, so he's out for a while. Hey, those are people we can do nothing about. All we can do is just pray and hope they get better, and when they come back, they'll have something for them. Here's a list of 20 people that are healthy and can be featured a lot more than they are, but Tony Khan and creative for some reason just won't. Right off the top, Athena. Yes, the Ring of Honor Women's Champion. That one. Easily one of the best wrestlers, not just female wrestlers in the world today. And I can't remember the last time I've seen her on Dynamite. Why is she not on TV every week? Just having her on the television set elevates the show. But she's stuck on Ring of Honor, a show that nobody watches or cares about. And I'm hearing they're trying to get a TV deal with Ring of Honor. I don't give a damn. Athena should be on Dynamite, your primary A show, because she's a primary superstar. Don't have her on the D show that nobody watches, because it goes, I'm assuming, Dynamite, Collision, Rampage, and then Ring of Honor. Athena is on the D show. She should be on the A show. If we can feature the Ring of Honor Championship with Chris Jericho on Dynamite every single week, we can put Athena on Dynamite. No excuse. Imagine Athena versus Mercedes Moné for the TBS Championship. How have we not done that yet? The Outrunners, very old school, very fun, classic, blonde, bleach, muscular, over-the-top personalities. A throwback tag team to, what, the 80s? And the fans love them. I think they're the top merchandise sellers right now. Why aren't they being featured more? Why aren't they involved in storylines and feuds? What are we doing? Put them on TV. If the fans want to see them, feature them more. That was a no-brainer. You know what's also a no-brainer? Hook. I actually asked my audience, who would you like to see featured more? You know who was on every single person's list? Hook. Hook should be winning championships. That is the kind of talent Hook is. No one wants to see Hook involved in feuds that doesn't matter. I would like to see a championship around Hook's waist in 2025, and I don't care how you do it, but make it happen. Lio Rush. He just got back. Literally one of the best wrestlers today. Best personalities, best talkers. He has it all. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care how you do it. You better have Lio Rush factored into your plans. Plain and simple. What the hell happened to Danhausen? Now, at first, I thought he was injured. But last I saw, he's working the indie circuit. So he's not injured. He's fine. So why aren't you using him? He's under contract. Not using him is just a lack of creative. Please get Danhausen back on my television set because he's easily one of the funniest characters in wrestling today. The House of Black. You'll have to forgive me if I go on my soapbox. But how incompetent do you have to be as a company to have nothing for the House of Black? Malachi Black, Buddy Matthews, and Brody King are literally 3 main event players in one group. These guys should be running amok through everybody. I'm talking about winning championships up and down the card and making a name for themselves. All this obsession with pushing these groups like monsters. Why hasn't the House of Black gotten that push yet? How has Malachi Black not gotten one opportunity at the AEW World Championship? Buddy Matthews and Brody King should be holding belts right now. But for some reason, that's just not a reality, and I don't understand it. If you're gonna have them, feature them like the main event players that they are, because they're that good. And if you feature them like the monsters that they are, I guarantee you your show will get instantly better. Top Flight. Now, I understand the hesitation with pushing Marcus and Dante Martin. They practically have a laundry list of injuries, and I think Tony Khan is hesitant to give them a strong push, knowing that they might get hurt. At this point, you guys are lacking some serious tag teams, and you got one of the best ones in Top Flight under your watch. Feature them. If they're hurting themselves, you know what? That's just the wrestling business. You can't control who or what gets hurt when they get hurt. What doesn't help is not featuring them when they should be featured. If you have one of the best tag teams on your roster, you don't put them in the back in catering or slot them on Rampage or Ring of Honor. You put them on your A show, Dynamite, consistently. Thunder Rosa. Why am I even discussing her? How have we not featured Thunder Rosa more ever since she came back? I think she came back last year, and it feels like she hasn't done much since she fought Toni Storm for the Women's Championship. Thunder Rosa is literally one of the best female wrestlers today. Someone that can help elevate the women's division and help make new stars. And I can't remember the last time she was even on Dynamite. And I think that, my friend, is a crime. Kenos Takeshita. Now, I think Tony Khan learned his lesson and understands the kind of talent Kenos is. Good. We're on the right track. Keep it that way. Feature him even more. He should be all over the television set because he is easily one of your best performers. Every match he has is an absolute banger. We should be building to an eventual Okada versus Takeshita match at a future event. That, my friends, is well worth the $50 it takes to get a pay-per-view. And after that, push him to be a world champion because he's that goddamn good. No one should be wasting any time when it comes to Kenos Takeshita because we all know he is truly an ace of the sport. Johnny TV and Taya Valkyrie. I guarantee you, some of you forgot John Morrison was under an AEW contract. A 5-tool player. A man that has all the ingredients to create great television. His name is Johnny TV, for Christ's sake, and he's on Ring of Honor. What is wrong with y'all? Please get this man on Dynamite as soon as possible. Imagine Johnny TV versus Ricochet. Johnny TV versus Will Ospreay. Johnny TV versus Lio Rush. Johnny TV versus Swerve Strickland. How are these matches we haven't seen already? John Morrison should be competing for either the TNT or World Championship right now. Not slotted on Ring of Honor. What are we doing? No, seriously, how do you not have John Morrison on your television set? Fix that, please. Soraya, do we not understand that this is easily one of the most popular female wrestlers today. Look, I get the fact that Saraya has lost a step or two when it comes to her in-ring ability. This woman was told that she would never be able to wrestle again. Did we forget that she suffered a career-ending injury and she came back to do what she loves? And now that she's able to do it, you stick her on Rampage with literally nothing to do? I don't care what you gotta do with Saraya. You find something for her to do. If you have her on your television set, it will instantly improve your product. Sammy Guevara. I get it, y'all. Some of you don't like Sammy. I'm hoping that him becoming a father has lessened the heat off of him a little bit. But regardless of how you feel about him, Sammy Guevara is one of the best high flyers in the world. Every time he's on television, he does some crazy stuff that even impresses me. At this point in time, I don't think AEW has the luxury to be picky about who and what should be featured because of whether fans like them or not. If you're good at what you do and you can make good television, feature them. Sammy Guevara is great at what he does. He's a great wrestler. He's great at making people hate him or love him. That means he should get TV time. If you don't like it, great, you can boo him. If you love it, awesome, you can cheer him. He gets a reaction, so put him on TV for Christ's sake. AR Fox, I remember being so excited when they signed AR Fox because I said to myself, this is a hidden gem. This man can do things that no one else has done. His creativity inside the ring is unmatched and unheard of. Put him in there with Ricochet, with Leo Rush, with Will Ospreay, and watch them tear the house down. And maybe even give him a championship here and there. To this day, I don't think we've scratched the surface at all with how good AR Fox is in AEW. And that needs to change. Now, I did hear reports of them having some issues working with him. I hope that whatever it is, it can be worked out. Because if it's minor, get over yourself, put him on TV. Because a guy like that should be featured regularly. Harley Cameron. She's hot. She's smart. She's multi-talented. She can make you laugh. She's a great personality. See, a person like Harley Cameron, I would just put on TV because I'm not even saying she has to wrestle, although she's not that bad at it either. Why not make her a manager? Give her a random tag team to manage. Whatever you gotta do, put her on television because she's amazing. Not just because of how she looks, but because of what she does as a character. Queen Amada. This one is a sleeper hit. Everything she does looks smooth, looks crisp, and it looks believable. I don't understand why she hasn't gotten a strong push yet. Matter of fact, why isn't she aligned to win the championship? Instead of using Queen Amada to put people over, why not use the roster to help elevate her? Because I guarantee you, once you start taking her seriously, she will blow up overnight. Grizzled young veterans. I loved them when they were in NXT. I loved them when they were on NXT UK. I love them now. I think this is easily one of the best tag teams they have going on. And if you're trying to reinvent your tag team division, trust me when I say this, you want these guys at the top. They will make any tag team look good. So make it happen. Get these guys some more TV time. Brian Cage and Lance Archer. Honestly, Cage and Lance Archer should be featured out of sheer principle. Two of the best Haas fighters, best big men today, and it feels like AEW doesn't know what to do. You had Lance Archer with Jake the Snake Roberts, and he hasn't won a single championship yet. Same thing goes for Brian Cage. These are two legit powerhouses that should be running amok through everybody. But now that they are a tag team and you had them aligned with Don Callis, I would love to see them get a monster push to those tag team titles. If you book them like a monster team, it will be so believable that fans will get behind it. I guarantee it. Dianna Perez. I don't think it's possible to make a list of the best technical female performers in the world today and not have Dianna on there. My biggest problem with Dianna was them making her a babyface when she first came in. I knew when that happened, it wasn't gonna work. She is meant to be a villain because her style is methodical and it leads to getting heat with the audience. So to me, if you just present her as a villain, you give her a group of people like Serena Deeb and Taya Valkyrie to help hold her up as a legit boss, I guarantee you Dianna could be a force to be reckoned with and easily someone that can be AEW Women's Champion, whether it's TBS or even the World Championship. But her lack of television time lately is just inexcusable, and someone that good should be featured as much as possible. Stly Out the way. Nothing else needs to be said. One of the best personalities you have, if not the best personality you have. He's funny, he's witty, and he's great at getting heat. And when you're in the business of building stars and creating good, engaging stories, you want someone like Stly Hathaway involved because he can take anything you do and make gold out of it almost instantly. Last but not least, Jamie Hayter. The woman that lost the championship due to an injury and was gone for over a year, came back to open arms at AEW All In, and what have they done with her since? Nothing. How do you have nothing for Jamie Hayter? How is she not going after the Women's World Championship? Why is she stuck in limbo fighting some random women and not going anywhere? I'm sorry, I'm not having it. Not being able to use Jamie Hayter on any television show is just an outright crime. Literally one of the best female wrestlers you have today. The crowd loves her, and they're begging to see her get that championship back. Again, during a time where you need the best people on your shows, there's no excuse to not feature Jamie Hayter in a more prominent way heading into 2025, and I hope that changes. That's my list of 25 wrestlers I think AEW should feature more, and I hope Tony Khan sees that and features them to help elevate the product to a level that it once was in 2021 and 2022. But that's my opinion. Who do you think they should feature more? What talents do you want to see more on your television in 2025? Let me know in the comment section, and let me know if you agree or disagree with my list. Thank you guys for watching. As you file out, do all the YouTube things, like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cashapp, and Venmo. I love you all, and I'll catch you guys next time right here in Alyx's world. The place that is, was, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. Peace.